Whiting yun.
Isang maganda support ng maintenance. Pero ngayon, hindi ako naniniwala. Ngayon nga, over-supported ang lahat ng district ng equipment. Pagdating sa service vehicle, bakit? They allow to charge service equipment sa project. Na in fact, dati, mandato yun ng DOE. Ayaw mag-approve. Kasi sasabihin, hindi yun ang kasi isa, dalawa na. Underpowered pa.
Most especially those who are physically present. And welcome to the pre-bidding conference for Works project. Okay. Let's start with quorum. So there are 3 members of the back present right now. 2 are physically present, and namely me and Engineer Pitogo, while 1 is present online, the handsome chairman. So we have quorum. Okay. While the chairman is present, but he's online, and that's why I was the one who was tasked to preside today's pre-bidding conference. Okay. So without further ado, I would let's now start the pre-bidding conference, the 15 civil rights projects, starting with number 1, contract ID number 24H00192. Entitled Construction of Coastal Road Phase 1, Barangay Ibo, Lapulapu City, Cebu. So this project is located in Lapulapu City, Cebu. The scope of works is construction of coastal road. The approved budget for the contract is 231,600,000 pesos. The contract duration is 195 calendar days. The peak of license category required is medium B for road, highway, pavement, and railways, airport horizontal structures and bridges, with the license classification of A. The cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos, and the scheduled bid opening is on May 27, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so at this juncture, we now go to the discussion, the technical specifications of the project, which will be done by an engineer from Bohol, Engineer Jennifer A. Lorendia. So welcome back from Bohol, Engineer. Okay, take it away.
Thank you, Attorney. So good morning, everyone. For contract ID 24H00192 with a project title of Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Project Alleviating Dams, Access Roads, and bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings / facilities. Construction of Coastal Road Phase 1, Barangay Ibo, Lapulapu City, with a total allocation of 240 million. A total construction cost of 231,600,000 and a total project duration of 195 calendar days. This project involves the construction of coastal road covering a total length of 161.4 meters. The road component features a 6-lane carriageway, each lane measuring 3.35 meters width. The scope of work includes the installation of PCCP with a thickness of 300 mm, along with paved shoulders at 150 mm thickness. Additional structures such as complete curb and gutter, sidewalk, and plant box are included. To ensure embankment stability, we have separation geotextile and hydraulic filter or geotubes will be used as reinforcement. The project also covers the construction of drainage and slope protection features. For drainage, a light canal will be provided, while slope protection works include furnishing and driving of structural steel sheet piles, constructing of structural concrete revetment, and stone masonry. This project also has reflectors, thermoplastic pavement markings, and solar LED street lights for road safety. That would be all for this project.
Okay, before discussing the requirements, since those requirements are applicable to all projects, we will discuss this after discussing the details applicable only to each project. Okay, let's now proceed to the other one, which is contract ID number 25H00107, entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, the Casbu River Station 0 plus 385 to Station 0 plus 784.30, Candijay, Bohol. This project is, as stated in its title, located in Candijay, Bohol. The major scope of work is construction of flood control structure. The approved budget for the contract is 86,850,000 pesos. The contract duration is 354 calendar days. The pickup license category required is medium A for irrigation and flood control with a license classification of B. The cost of the bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The scheduled bid opening is on May 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So, as regards technical specifications, it will be discussed by the plant engineer, Engineer Jeremy Zabico.
Thank you, Attorney. For this project, entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Casbu River Station 0 plus 385 to Station 0 plus 784.3, location at Candijay, Bohol, at a contract ID of 25H00107, and for the project deadline, it is located in between the station limits stated in the project title. The total project duration is 12 months or 368 calendar days. And for the project components for this is facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, and under flood control and drainage, we have earthworks and bank and slope protection works. Under earthworks, we have unsuitable excavation, individual removal of trees, 300 mm to 500 mm, and embankment from borrow. And lastly, under bank and slope protection works, we have grade 5 PVC, seedlings or saplings for other programs or initiatives, filtered cloth, the major component, which is the structural steel sheet piles furnished and driven, and reinforcing steel bars of 60 and structural concrete capacity.
Thank you, Engineer. Let's now proceed to the third project, which is under contract ID number 25H00108, entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Wahig River, Station 0 plus 470 to Station 0 plus 944.60, Pamacsalan area, Pilar, Bohol. So this project is located in Pilar, Bohol. The scope of work is construction of flood control structure. The approved budget for the contract is 86,850,000 pesos. The contract duration is 180 calendar days. The pickup license category required is medium A for irrigation and flood control with a license classification of B. The cost of the bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The scheduled bid opening is on May 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. As regards to its technical specifications, this will be discussed by the flood control specialist, Engineer Jeremy Zapico.
Attorney. For this project entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Wahig River Station 0+470 to Station 0+944.6, located at Pamacsalan area, Pilar, Bohol. And with a contract ID of 25H00108. For the project net length, the project net length is located in between substation limits stated in our project title, approximately 180 meters. For the total project duration, we have 360 calendar days or 12 months. And for the description of works to be done, we have facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, and under flood control and drainage, we have earthworks and balance local construction. Under earthworks, we have individual removal of trees, 150 mm to 300 mm, unsuitable and structure excavation, and embankment from borrow. For the bank and steel protection work, the structure is a retaining wall with a resting on a tile cap with a steel pile. And other components are namely drain pipe, PVC, siblings of piping, filter block, and reinforcing steel bars of grade 50 and structural concrete match. That will be all of them.
Engineer Elevico. So, let's now proceed to the fourth project, which is under contract ID number 25800109. Entitled Construction of Flood Control Structures Station 1 +190.21 to Station 1 +507.10 upstream, Barangay Manaba Garcia, Hernandez Bohol. This project, as stated is located in Garcia, Hernandez Bohol. The scope of work is construction of flood control structure. The approved budget for the contract is 86,850,000 pesos. The contract duration is 360 days. The pickup license category is medium A for irrigation and flood control, for license specific with a license classification of B. The cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The bidding opening is on May 26, 2005 at 10:30 a.m. This will be discussed. Basta flood control, no? Specialist name. This will be discussed again by our flood control specialist, Engineer Jeremy Zapico.
For this project entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Station 1 +190.41 to Station 1 +507.1 upstream, located at Barangay Manaba, Garcia, Hernandez, Bohol, with a contract ID of 25H00109. And for the project net length, approximately 215 meters. And for the total project duration, we have 350 calendar days or 12 months. For the works to be done, we have facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, and flood control and drainage. Under flood control and drainage, first is earthworks. Under earthworks, individual removal of trees, 150 mm to 300 mm, and unsuitable excavation. And under bank and slope protection works, the structure is a revetment structure with a height of 7.5 meters and with berm, resting on a steel sheet pile. We have riprap class A, drafted riprap class A, sibling and slab sheets. The major work, we have structural steel sheet piles, furnished and driven, reinforcing steel bars of grade 40 and grade 60, and lastly, structural concrete plastic.
Okay, so let's now proceed to the fifth project, which is again a flood control project, and this will be discussed by, later. It is under contract ID number 80110, The project is entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Tumuran, Sarangani, River, Station Limit 0 plus 000.00 to Station 0 plus 398.00, Candijay, Bohol. So from its title, it's located in Candijay, Bohol. The scope of works is construction of flood control structure. The approved budget for contract is 86,850,000 pesos. The contract duration is 332 calendar days. The peak of business category required is medium A for irrigation and flood control with a license certification of B. The cost of the bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The scheduled bid opening is on May 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So as well know, this is a flood control project, so this will be discussed by no other than Engineer Jeremy Zapico. Discuss the flood control project, Engineer.
For this project, entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure to Moran Sarangani River, Station 0 plus 0 to Station 0 plus 388, located at Candijay, Bohol, with a contract ID of 25H00110. For the total project net length, approximately 304 linear meters for both sides, and for the total project duration, we have 336 calendar days. For the project components, facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, and flood control and drainage. Under flood control and drainage, we have earthworks and ground flow protection works. Under earthworks, individual removal of trees, 150 mm to 300 mm, unsuitable excavation and embankment from borrow. And under bank and slope protection works, the structure is a retaining wall or semi-smooth pile. And other items for this component, we have grade 5 PVC, seedlings or saplings, filtered cloth, structural steel sheet pads, furnished and driven, reinforcing steel bars of grade 60, and structural concrete plastic. That would be all.
Thank you. So the next one is again a flood control project. So as well, this will be again be discussed by the flood control specialist, Engineer Jeremy Zapico. So this next project is entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, Kabayan River, Station Limit, Station 0 plus 672.40 to Station 1 plus 071.40 Candijay, Bohol, under contract ID number 5800111. Located in Candijay, Bohol, scope of works is construction of flood control structure. With approved budget for contract of 86,850,000 pesos. Contract duration of 360 calendar days. A peak of license category is required is medium A for irrigation and flood control, the license certification of B. The cost of the bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The scheduled bid opening is May 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so for the assigned, go take it away. Please, Jeremy.
For the project entitled Construction of Flood Control Structure, the Wahig River, Station 0 plus 72.4, Station 1 plus 071.4, located at Candijay, Bohol. With a contract ID of 25800111, the project net length is approximately 300 meters and a total project duration of 12 months for 360 calendar days. For the project component, we have facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, and flood control and drainage. Under flood control and drainage, we have earthworks and bank and slope construction works. Under earthworks, we have individual removal of trees 150 to 300 mm diameter, unsuitable and structure excavation, embankment from roadway or structure excavation. And under bank and slope protection works, seedlings for other programs or initiatives, grade 5 PVC, filtered cloth, riprap class B, structural concrete class B, reinforcing steel bars of grade 40 and grade 60, and for the major component, we have structural steel sheet piles furnished and driven. That would be all for the meeting.
That will be all that we can discuss. Okay, asan na? 7 na. Okay, the next project is. I want to get it. Okay, very interesting. Okay, next is the project entitled road widening, secondary roads, Cebu North and Iowa Road, kilometer 40 plus 480, to kilometer 41 plus 280, and kilometer 67 plus 000 plus kilometer 68 plus 500, and the contract ID number 25H00112. This project is located in Cebu Province. The scope of work is road widening. The approved budget for the contract is 173 million pesos. The contract duration is 320 calendar days. The pickup business category requires medium B for road, highway pavement, and railways, airport horizontal structures and bridges with a license certification of A. The cost of big documents is 50,000 pesos. In the scheduled bid opening is on May 27, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So this is not a flood control project, but this is a road widening project. So this will be discussed by Engineer Jennifer Lovenia.
Thank you, Attorney. So for contract ID 25H00112, road widening secondary road, Cebu North Hagdaya Wharf Road, kilometer 40 plus 480 to kilometer 41 plus 280, kilometer 67 plus 000 to kilometer 68 plus 500, with a total allocation of 200 million, a total construction cost of 173 million, and a total RRW acquisition cost of 20 million, and total project duration of 330 calendar days. This project involves the widening of a 2.282 kilometer route. The scope of work includes the construction of TCCP with a thickness of 300 mm, along with a concrete curb and gutter, sidewalk, and a shared bike lane. The project also covers drainage and slope protection works, which consists of pipe culverts, class 4 reinforced concrete pipe, manholes, stone masonry, and structural steel sheet pans. For road safety, the project will include installation of metal guardrails, regulatory signs, reflectorized pavement markings in white, yellow, and green, and as well as solar LED street lights. That would be all for this project.
Thank you, Engineer Jennifer. Okay, so let's now proceed to the next project, which has a very long title. The contract ID number 25A00113, entitled Cluster Projects Construction Rehabilitation of Rainwater Collector System, and the entire title will be read by Engineer Alfred Tiffany T. Magikin. Okay, Engineer, can you please discuss what project this is, including the title, the scope of works, the contract duration, the pickup license that are required, the amount of the documents, and the bid opening schedule. So thank you.
Thank you, Attorney. So I will now discuss the scope of works of the project with contract ID 25H00113, titled Construction of Rainwater Collector System. This is a cluster project with 19 locations, 16 of which is from Talisay City and 3 of which is from Cebu City. So, these are Biasang Elementary School, Talisay City, Bulacau Elementary School, Talisay City, Camp 4 Elementary School, Talisay City, Candulawan Elementary School, Talisay City, Haklupan Elementary School, Talisay City, Manipis Elementary School, Talisay City, Tapol Elementary School, Talisay City, Candulawan National High School, Talisay City, Bulacau National High School, Talisay City, Haklupan National High School, Talisay City, Maghaway National High School, Talisay City, San Isidro National High School, Talisay City, Tapol National High School, Talisay City, Barangay Candulawan Multipurpose Hall, Talisay City, Barangay Dumlog Multipurpose Hall, Talisay City, Barangay Tangke Multipurpose Hall, Talisay City, Don Vicente Rama Memorial Elementary School, Cebu City, Hipodromo Elementary School, Cebu City, and Pardo Elementary School, Cebu City. The appropriation amount of this project is 11,100,000 pesos, which is to be constructed over a period of 128 calendar days.
Right. Appropriation level difference of ABC. The contract for this one is 10,711,500 pesos. The contract duration is 120 calendar days. The bid of license category required is small B for water supply, the license classification of C and P. The cost of the bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. The bid opening is on May 27, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. At this juncture, I'll now give back the mic to Engineer Alfred Tiffany now Pamacsalan, who will discuss the technical specifications of the project.
So for the project components, this includes other general requirements and civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary or plumbing works. Under civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary works or plumbing works, this includes earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, and metal structures. So for earthworks, we have structure excavation, common soil, and for plain and reinforced concrete works, which include structural concrete, 3,000 PSI, 7 days, Class A, reinforcing steel, deformed grade 40, and formworks or false works, and each frame scaffolding rental basis. So for finishing and other civil works, we have plumbing works, painting works, and metal structures. That's all, attorney.
Thank you, engineer. So let's now proceed, okay? So we have read eight na to, no? Eight na to to discuss. So we have remaining 7. And all of these are buildings. Roads, eh? All everything. So because these are all roads, the technical specifications of them will be discussed by our road specialist, engineer Kiara Angela Alejandro. So that we always repeating your name because you're not okay. Because I'm not really repeating your name. Okay. So let's go to contract ID. The ninth project, which is contract ID number 25H00114, entitled Construction of Road Barangay Ibo, Barangay Kibangko and Cebu Phase 1. The scope of work, by the way, kahit lang road niya, so the scope of work is construction of roads. Okay? So the approved by the contract for this one is 289 million. Okay, by the way, okay, to acknowledge. Saya bisa kok kalau chat tuh. Injil ko na ko na. Now proceed to the 9%. So the approved budget for the contract. I'd like to acknowledge our chairman who is here right now. But I continue, chairman, presiding. I will continue presiding. So the approved budget for the contract is 289,500,000 pesos. The contract duration is 360 calendar days. The bid of this category required is medium bid for road, highway, pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges. For the license specification of A. The cost of the bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. The scheduled bid opening is on May 28, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Okay, take it away, engineer. For the technical specification, please discuss it.
Thank you, attorney. So for the project entitled Construction of Road Barangay Ibo to Barangay Ibangkuan, Cebu, Phase 1. The location of the project is Cebu, with a total construction cost of 289,500,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is the construction of road slope protection structures, namely trip wall, reinforced concrete wall, and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Included also in the scope is the concreting of a 4-lane 300 millimeter thick carriageway with a total width of 15.4 meters and a length of 430 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, white and yellow reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, and single arm solar LED roadway lighting. That's all for this project.
Thank you, engineer. So let's now to the 10th project, which is under contract item number 25H00115, entitled Construction of Road, Barangay Libo, to Barangay Gibangkuan, Cebu, Phase 2. So kanina is Phase 1. Right now is Phase 2. So the scope of work is construction of roads, and I'm discussing. It's located in Cebu. The approved contract is 289,500,000 pesos. The contract duration is 360 calendar days. The bigger business category required is medium B for road, highway pavement, and railways, airport, or structures and bridges with a license classification of A. By the way, I must repeat that for the rest of the project, to be discussed, it has the same pickup license category. It has the same scope of works, which is construction of roads. It has the same contract duration, which is 360 calendar days. Okay, so let's go away with that. Okay, so the amount that also the cost of the bidding documents is the same. It's 50,000 pesos. Okay, so already it's the same scope of works, the contract duration, pickup license category required, amount of the bidding documents, as well as the date of opening of the data. Okay, I don't discuss those three anymore. Okay, so let's now proceed to the Phase 2. Okay, for this is Phase 2 na. So this one is Phase 2. This same location, Cebu. The bid opening is on May 28, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So for the technical specifications, okay, Ma'am Yara?
Again, for the project construction of road Barangay Libo to Barangay Gibangkuan, Cebu, Phase 2, located in Cebu, with a total construction cost of 289,500,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is still construction of road slope protection structure, namely curb wall, RC wall, pile back resting on key pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Also included is the concreting of a 4-lane, 300mm thick carriageway with a total length of 360 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, white and yellow pavement markings, and single arm solar LED roadway lighting. That's all for this project.
Thank you, engineer. So let's now proceed to the 11th project, which is entitled Construction of Road, Barangay Tubuan, Barangay Pangpang, Barangay Cebu, Phase 1. Under contract ID number 25H00116. The bid opening is on May 20. This is located in Barangay Cebu. The bid opening is on May 28, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Okay, engineer Karen, please discuss the technical specifications.
Thank you, attorney. So the title of the project is the construction of roads Barangay Tubuan to Barangay Pangpang, Cebu, Phase 1. Located in Barangay Cebu and a total construction cost of 289,500,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is the construction of road slope protection structures, namely curb wall, RC wall, and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Included also is the concreting of a 4-lane, 300mm thick carriageway with a total width of 15.4 meters and a length of 15 meters. For road safety, we have pavement markings in white and single arm solar LED roadway lighting. That's all for this project.
Okay, thank you. Let's now proceed to the 12th project, which is under contract ID number 25H00117. So this is just a Phase 2 of the earlier project, which is entitled Construction of Road Barangay Tubuan to Barangay Pangpang, Barangay Cebu. Okay, this is also the bid so we open on May 28, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So for the technical specifications, please discuss it, engineer.
So the title of this project is the construction of road Barangay Tubuan to Barangay Pangpang, Cebu, Phase 2. It is still located in Barangay, Cebu, and the total construction cost is 289,500,000 with a project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is still construction of road slope reduction structure, namely curb wall, RC wall, and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Included also is the completing of a 4-lane, 300 millimeter thick carriageway with a total width of 15.4 meters and a net length of 400 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, pavement markings in white and yellow, and single arm solar LED roadway light.
Thank you, Engineer Clara. So the next project is the 13th project, which is under contract ID number 25H00118, entitled Construction of Road Barangay Duldul to Barangay Malapay, Dumalog, Cebu. So the scheduled pre-opening for this is on May 29, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. The rest of the projects, already siya May 29, 2025 ang opening namin. Okay? So now I'd like to request Engineer Kiara to discuss the technical specifications.
So for contract ID 25H00118 with the project title of Construction of Road, Barangay Dodol to Barangay Malapay, Dumanhog, Cebu, located in Dumanhog, Cebu, with a total construction cost of 289,500,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is still construction of road slope protection structure, and these structures are crib wall and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Included is the completing of a 4-lane, 300 millimeter thick carriageway, still with a total width of 15.4 meters and a net length of 390 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, reflectors, thermoplastic pavement markings in white and yellow, and single arm solar LED roadway lights.
Thank you, Engineer Kiara. Let's now proceed to the 14th project, which is under contract ID number 25H00119, entitled Construction of Road Barangay Malapay to Barangay Duldul, Dumalog, Cebu. So this is a phase 2 of the previous discussed project. Sorry. So this phase 2, for technical specifications, please kindly discuss it, Engineer Kiara Angela Alejandro.
So for contract ID 25H00119 with the project title of Construction of Road, Barangay Malapay to Barangay Dodol, Dumanhog, Cebu, phase 2, located in Dumanhog, Cebu, with a total construction cost of 289,500,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. Scope of this project is still the construction of road slope protection structures, namely curb wall, RC wall, and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 450 meters. Included also is the completing of a 4-lane, 300 millimeter thick carriageway with a total width of 15.4 meters and a net length of 260 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, reflectors, pavement markings, white and yellow, and single arm solar LED roadway light.
Thank you, Engineer Kiara. So let's proceed to the last one, the 15th project, which is under contract ID number 25H00120, entitled Construction of Road Barangay Matalaw to Barangay Malapay, Dumalog, Cebu. So for the technicals, by the way, the approved budget for the contract for this one is 366,700,000 pesos. The previous one, under contract ID number 25H00119, the approved budget for the contract is 289,500,000 pesos. So again, let's go back to the last project, which is under contract ID number 25H00120. So we would now like to request Engineer Kiara to discuss the technical specifications of the project.
Thank you, Attorney. So for the last project with a contract ID 25H00120 with a project title of Construction Road of Road Barangay Matalaw to Barangay Malapay, Dumanhog, Cebu, still located in Dumanhog, Cebu, with a total construction cost of 366,700,000 and a total project duration of 360 calendar days. The scope of this project is still construction of road slope protection structures, namely curb wall, RC wall, and pile cap resting on sheet pile foundation with a net length of 530 meters. Included also is the completing of a 4-lane, 300 millimeter thick carriageway with a total width of 15.4 meters and a net length of 430 meters. For road safety, we have chevron signs, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow, and single arm solar LED roadway lighting. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dear Clara. So we're now done discussing with the details or specifications applicable to, separately applicable to each. So let's now discuss the other requirements applicable to all. So let me start. For all the projects, please take note that in the bidding documents, it is stated there that we follow sources, namely okay, the bidding for this project shall be governed by all provisions of the Government Procurement Reform Act, its revised implementing rules and regulations, including a generic procurement manual and associated policies, rules and regulations as the primary source, while the clauses in the bidding documents shall serve as a secondary sources. So please read closely what is stated in these sources, because if you just only do so, you'll never go wrong. The same way, please take note that this bank we don't go beyond what is stated in these sources. In that, I would like to mention that we included a checklist. The checklists are similar. So please follow. Please, please take note that although this bank follows the presence or absence criteria, take note that the term absence doesn't only necessarily mean as absent per se, but also includes incomplete and insufficient documents. So for being complete and being sufficient, it is stated in the bidding document. So it's complete and what is sufficient. So again, read closely what is stated in the bidding documents. Okay, for next year, from the members of the back.
Good morning, everyone. For contract entities, for those above 100 million are required for an accredited materials engineer and below for an MA1. However, for project engineers, it's not required, but it is appreciated if you have one. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Oh, thank you. How about our chairman? I'm sorry to discuss with the chair.
Just closing for the information of the bidders. The requirements as to the proof of ownership of equipment or utilized or based on contract. Please update the registration of your equipment pertaining to the registration coming from the Land Transportation Office as proof of ownership of the equipment registered contract. There are equipments that will be reviewed from the plate numbers or the last digit of the numbers. So please take note of that to be sure that the presentation contract is updated as proof of ownership required in the checklist. So I think the transferring officer is knowing the information to the bidders clearly with the rest of the information coming from the other bank members. So if it's everything is all clear and done, I would like to move for the the enjoyment of this revenue coverage other than any information that will be goods. Alright, so we have still other seat of property coverage. Like I said, go ahead, Mr. Bishad, Mr. for the goods.
Okay, we have one, we're done with the city roads projects. We have one, procurement of goods. So, okay. So, the contract ID number is 25GH0003, entitled Procurement of Meals and Venue. Good for 300 packs for information technology support officers. ITSO conference on June 26 to 27, 2025. Okay, the approval for the contract is 1,500,000 pesos. And the contract duration is on when? June 26 to 27, 2025. The bid opening is on May 26, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. So, this will be discussed by Engineer Basco. Engineer Basco, sorry. The technical specifications. Thank you.
Okay, so it's, quantity for meals is 300, for a unit cost of 5, the cost is 5. This is for the venue, EM and PM snacks, buffet lunch, for 2-day information technology support for business conference. That's all.
Thank you. By the way, for the other requirements, please just take those read what the statement of reading documents and read those. Also make sure na you check the checklist and just comply. Okay? So we have nothing more to discuss regarding all the projects. How about Mr. Chair? There's a motion and duly seconded. And with that, I hereby, as the presiding officer, duly authorized by the bank chairman, hereby declare this scheduled pre-meeting conference as adjourned. So good morning, everyone, and thank you for participating. Hope to see you during the opening and dropping of bids. May bunta sa tanan.